Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on another Halloween horror film, and this one is on the 2012 film Frankenweenie. Now, as you know, Frankenweenie is a 3D stop motion science fiction comedy film that was directed by Tim Burton, as well as being another shot from his 1984 film that he did, Frankenweenie, that was 26 minutes long. And I would say with him doing Frankenweenie again, shows you that he's at least trying to do something bigger with the story and something new and fresher. So the premise of the film is meant to take place during the 1960s. We kind of see how a young kid known as Victor Frankenstein, who is this young scientist and gifted filmmaker who lives with his parents, as well as his beloved dog, Sparky. And we do kind of see how Victor's dad voices a bit of concern for Victor and want him to kind of do something other than science. And I don't really see Victor's dad as a bad guy, because you can tell he has good intentions, and is just kind of worried that Victor might end up kind of isolating himself. And we do kind of see how after his dog Sparky gets tragically hit, and after getting some ideas from his new science teacher, we do kind of see how Victor gets the idea to bring his dog back to life. And at first, this really did seem like a good idea. And you can tell Victor's proud that he brought back his dog, but as soon as we do see other classmates wanting to kind of bring back their pets, as well as one student who tries to use a goldfish known as Edgar, it becomes clear that there are just some things we should leave alone, and sometimes science shouldn't be used to play God. I think the difference between between Victor and the other kids was Victor only did it because he wanted to bring back something he cared about, while the other kids saw it as a golden opportunity. And I think it's kind of like what the new science teacher says, that science can have good consequences and bad ones. I think it's like being a film critic, as I think the point about giving an honest, fair, and justified review is about you defending something, trying to give it a fair shot, and knowing deep down people might or might not agree with you. And I think when you've got hateful critics on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, I think they just put things to impossible standards or don't know what being a critic actually is. And I actually do admit I like the idea that some of Victor's classmates are kind of represents of old kind of stock characters, like Edgar being the hunchback character. You kind of have a Japanese student, Toshiki, who is meant to be this Japanese student, and a play on the whole Japanese monster trope. And you have the weird girl, kind of like the obsessed, kind of paranormal girl. And I like how they do bring back past actors to kind of be a representative of past stuff that Tim Burton did. Like Colleen O'Hara from Beetlejuice and The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Martin Lindu, who also did Edward and Sleepy Hollow, as well as Martin Short from Mars Attacks. And you can kind of tell Tim Burton's that director who can bring back his past actors to do kind of past, newer, and kind of different films. And I think it's clear after Alice in Wonderland, you can tell Tim Burton wanted to go back to his old work and just kind of fix up what he wanted to do. And I think with the film being 87 minutes, you can really tell Tim Burton wanted to bring back Frankenweenie in a different and kind of fresher story. So I think the story definitely deserves a thumbs up. It's still good, still alright, and going back to the classical horror tropes. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.